Hey everyone, welcome back to Happy Rituals. Today I am going to talk to you about how to get rid of the Sunday Scaries. Raise your hand below if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Are you familiar with that feeling that may start as soon as you wake up Sunday morning, or it may start to creep in as you go throughout the day? It's a little bit of fear, apprehension, anxiety, and you just start to have maybe hopefully a light sense of dread about the upcoming week. That's what I'm going to talk to you about today and how to alleviate that easily. So for a lot of us, the Sunday Scaries start for us thinking about a new week. Monday starts the new work week full of unknowns, and maybe there's something going on during the week that you are apprehensive about or nervous about, or that you're just outright dreading. It could be a bad situation. You may have a meeting that you don't want to have. You have to give a presentation and you don't like public speaking. If you have a fear of something and you need to face that fear this week. Those are all things that can lead to that anxiety that creep in on Sundays that start to ruin the end to our weekend. And let's be real, nobody wants to waste the last day of the weekend on feelings like that. A lot of what I'm going to talk to you about is going to lead you to shift your perspective, which is a lot of work and it's a practice that's going to take some time, but I hope what I'm going to share with you today is going to give you some easy steps to achieve that. One of the most important things you can do on Sunday is to be present and don't worry about what may or may not happen. What will be, and there's nothing that you can do to change that. So the first thing that I do on Sundays that helps me immensely is I set an alarm to wake up early. It's kind of obnoxious to wake up to an alarm over the weekend, but it's worth it because, like I mentioned in my evening routine video, I'm a bad sleeper. And if you're like me, and even if you're not generally a bad sleeper, but you are on Sundays, try waking up earlier. It's going to help you to be more tired at night and you'll get better rest. Make sure you have something fun planned for Sunday. It can be anything you want. My husband and I are football fans. During the football season, that's what we do. We watch football. It doesn't even have to be our team. We just enjoy the sport and we enjoy watching it. You could, throughout the year, plan different things that you enjoy to do. Maybe it's taking a hike, spending time with friends or family, plan a brunch or a potluck, something where you're going to be surrounded by people who you enjoy being around. Carve out time for one of your hobbies, do some volunteer work, anything like that that's going to feed your soul and really help to improve your energy and your spirit. Whatever works for you is good. But make sure that it's something that you have time scheduled for on Sunday. Instead of getting stuck in the fear and anxiety that creeps up, you know it's coming. So make sure that you have something planned in advance to address it. And also move your life maintenance to another day. Don't have Sunday be for grocery shopping, oil changes, the kind of mundane things that just have to be done. Get those done during the week, get those done Friday night, get those done on Saturday if you need to. But be sure that your Sundays are going to be centered around the things that are going to fuel your soul. And it's important that you have something like you do at the end of every day, at the end of every week, that ends the week for you. So you know this is closing this week. Reflect on the good things that happened. Think about what you want to do differently. Set your goals, make your to-do list. Make sure that you're set up for the week ahead so that you're all ready for anything that may come up unexpected. So a couple other things that I like to do that play into this are I like to meal prep on Sundays. So I know that my meals are all ready for me no matter what. I have no excuse not to eat them because they're already made. And I also like to pick my outfits for the week on Sunday. One less decision I have to make every morning during the week. Also be sure that you're carving out time for self-care on Sundays. Whether for you this means going to the spa and getting a massage or a facial, or just taking a nap or scheduling time to read or do a hobby that you want to do. Self-care is defined by you. You don't need to see hashtag self-care Sunday on Instagram and see someone relaxing with a mimosa. Maybe for you, it's reading a book in a hammock outside, or maybe what it is for you is doing laundry, and that's cool too. But make sure that it's something that is really going to help, one, increase your mood, but two, help you feel prepared to start a new week. And think again about shifting your perspective, because one of the other things that I think about when the Sunday Scaries are truly creeping up on me is that I have made it through a whole lot of Mondays and I have made it through a whole lot of weeks at this point in my life. And there's nothing that's going to come up this week that I can't handle because I know that this is what the universe intended for me. And something more important, if you are truly getting some significant fear and anxiety on Sundays, you may need to look for a new job. And I can relate to you in that aspect, and it was hard to make the transition and leave an organization with people that I liked. But when I did find a new job about 2 years ago that is really fulfilling and meaningful to me, I still have some sense of anxiety on Sundays for sure, just because as much as I love my job, of course, I want to be home filming YouTube videos and hanging out with my husband and playing with my friends all weekend. But the fact that I do have something that's meaningful to me, and I like the people at work and I like the organization I work for, that helps a lot. So I do encourage you, if you can, look for a new job, move closer to your job, make a major life shift if you have to, because your happiness is dependent on it. One of the things that I do say when I get to work on Monday and and people are making comments, oh, it's Monday, and I get it. I'm totally there with them, no matter how much I like my job. I do say you have to have a Monday to have a Friday. And it's true. And please don't turn that around and say you have to have a Friday to have a Monday. That may also be true. But it's all that shift in perspective. If you want to get to Friday, you're going to have to get through Monday too. And always keep in mind the other things that I talk about on a regular basis. Your evening and morning routines are going to play into this. Rewatch How to Wake Up Happy, because just smiling, that in and of itself helps. But be sure that on Sundays, as soon as you start to feel the feeling that you don't like, whether it is fear, anxiety, apprehension, anything of the sort, just be sure that you're ready to counteract it. Be ready to counteract it with a picnic or whatever that it is that you're going to do. Even if it's retail therapy, if that's what works for you, go for it, because it's important that you are living this happy, intentional life that you want to live. So thank you again for joining me today. Be sure to tune in again next week when I have another video focused on your happiness and living an intentional life. And leave me a comment below what you do to counteract the Sunday Scaries.